Hola chicos, me llamo Tingxuan.
Me llamo Chai. Today we're going to talk about two different tenses in Spanish and their usage.
The first one is el preterito indefinido.
The second one is el preterito perfecto. Next, we're going to talk about the differences between these two tenses.
So the first one is indefinido, which represents the simple past tense. It used when you want to describe a particular moment in the past or the thing you have finished with no relationship with present.
On the contrary, perfecto, or this present perfect tense, is used to talk about things that started in the past, which will continue or repeat in the present. It's also used to talk about things that have happened in the recent past.
Well, so let's see the indefinido first. The first use of it is when you want to describe the thing happened before you talk and with no relationship with present. So let's see one example. Nadie dijo que vamos a falar IB, which means no one said that we will fail IB, but it's described in the past, not now, so maybe now we will fail IB in the future. Let's see the second. The second use of it when represents the action, not continuously action, happened in the past, usually used with the temporal words such as last week or something. Let's see the example. Nació en 2000, which means I was born in 2000, and because this is a not continuously action, so it just can happen once, so that we use the past tense here. The second example of it is Fui a Japón el verano pasado, which means I went to Japan last summer. And here there's the last summer, which means it happens in the past, so we use the indefinido. Let's see next usage of this tense. So we will use it means the action no longer exists. Well, let's see this example. It's a sad story, which tuvo una hija, which means he used to have a daughter, and his daughter has gone or died and may not be here anymore. Okay, let's go to the final use of this indefinido. So people will use it usually with the serious continuous actions. For example, in my next example, I will talk about some verbs like andro or something. So, andro en la clase, Miguel lanzó su teléfono en la bolsa y sacó su libro, which means entered into the class. Miguel put his telephone into his bag and took out his book. So usually used with a series of actions such as andro, lanzó, y sacó. The three verbs here use the same tense, which is indefinido, and it represents the action happened in the past.
Okay, so it's the time for the perfecto. When it means something started in the past and will continue in the present, having an impact to the present time, you use the Spanish tense perfecto. For example, using this example sentence, hemos vivido aquí por muchos años. That means that we have lived here for many years. Here, a signal word is the ido part in vivido, which means lived. So it is very clear that whenever ido comes out, it means the usage of perfecto. Also, it has a second usage when it means things happen in the recent past. So this usage is more likely to it to be used in Spain rather than, Mexico and Latin America. A good example of that would be yo he dormido en mi cama para 10 horas, which means I have slept in my bed for 10 hours. This is a description of a very recent action, which might also have some impact to the present time.
Well, so let's see how we distinguish these two tenses. So let's distinguish the word of indefinido, which is ayer, la mañana pasada, y el año pasado, or something such as that, which can show us the past time.
For perfecto, the structure of that is the conjugation of haber plus the past tense of the verb that you're conjugating with. And a signal part of the past tense verb are usually ending with ido or ado.
So the key is to comprehend this sentence fully.
Okay, so after these lectures, and please have a very small quiz on indefinido y presente perfecto, so that you can have a very good gauge of your ability, your Spanish ability on these two tenses. The answer
Will show in the next page.
Exactly. You can pause the video right now.
Yes.
Okay, let's begin. So the answers are tomamos, han comido, y hemos manejado. Did you get it right?
Good job.
Thank you very much for listening. This is from Chai and Ting Xuan.
Gracias.
Gracias. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.